Oh, it keeps getting worse. What if we go back and say Batman's parents? What would happen? Generic intro into that goes me. We're back with another nostalgic reaction. Today we're doing The Flash, which I'm not sure if this is like the Flash movie or the Flash TV show, which I believe is on the CW. I don't know. There is a Flash movie, right? I feel like there was a Flash movie, or maybe he's just in a bunch of other DC movies. I've only ever seen like 3 or 4 DC movies ever. For some reason, General Zod's in there. I don't know who a lot of these people are. That looks like Nicolas Cage as Superman. Like, what is happening in this thumbnail? I'm so unfamiliar with this. I learned about the Flash through Death Battle, and actually some of my favorite Death Battles ever were ones that contain Flash or versions of the Flash. You can check out my reaction to the last Nostalgic video, which is another DC movie I've never seen, which is the Snyder Cut. You can check out my reaction to that video, leave it right there. Also, link down below in the description. Also, in a playlist on my channel with all my other Nostalgic reactions. Go in chronological order. This was left in the comments of that video. I do read all your comments, so leave them down below. And shout out to the patrons, because they got all the videos there early, and this would not be possible if it was not for them. I'm completely against paywalls because I have patrons like all these wonderful people right down here, and even the people that get the videos a day early. So shout out to them. These people also get a day early as well. But shout out to all those people. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope I can make it just a tiny little bit better, because that's what I try to do every single day. I should be live streaming today as well at 5 p.m. I'm restoring the ancient city in Minecraft and survival, and it's going absolutely amazing. It's so much fun, so much progress. But I'm excited to learn about The Flash. I'm not sure if it's going to be the TV show or the movie, and I'm not sure why Zod and Nicolas Cage as Superman is in here, but in Batman. Let's get into it. All right, I'm
so brought to you by Stitch Fix.
So confused.
Clothes that fit you and don't break the bank.
I'm so confused by the thumbnail. Like, why is Nicolas Cage Superman and Zod, General Zod in this? Like, what? I don't know. Like, I don't understand. Wait, why are the cats locked characters? I just realized that. I've seen all these videos, like, just not realizing the cats are locked characters. Yeah, no, this is... Yeah, the other team. Oh, man. Yeah, last week was Snyder Cut, which a lot of people seem to like Snyder Cut. Some people don't like the Snyder Cut. Apparently it wasn't, if he finished Justice League, it wouldn't have been 4 hours. It would have been a 2-parter.
You might have noticed there's been a lot of movies about multiverses recently, and I'm trying to explain why people are starting to get sick of them.
I'm still not following.
Okay, multiverse movies are like a bowl of oatmeal.
I've never had oatmeal.
Kind of passable, but you get tired of it after a while. So you need to do something to sweeten it up, like a banana or Spider-Man.
I've had one banana. There's a video about it.
Do it, so they try with different fruits, like raisins. But raisins aren't bananas.
Raisins aren't bananas.
Raisins aren't bananas.
Raisins aren't bananas.
Perhaps I can explain. Who are you?
Wait.
I'm you, but from a different dimension where we like emo music.
Okay,
How is it? Not great.
I'm still not following.
Okay,
It's
multiverse
Fate
movies
Stay
are
Night.
like a book. If you read it as one story, it works. But if you jump around to random moments...
Like 2023 Flash meeting 1989 Batman.
It's not going to come together as well.
Wait, we went through different timelines?
Will you get off that already?
I'm still not following. Perhaps I can explain. Who are you? I'm you from a dimension where hot pockets are cold pockets.
I've never had a Hot Pocket.
How does that... It doesn't affect
or
us
a cold
all.
pocket.
I'm still not following. Okay, imagine the multiverse movies are this pen.
Okay.
A pen that wrote all this science babble that's supposed to explain things. I'm following. It'd be like how you're tired of this trope where analogies simplify the multiverse. I'm still not following.
Perhaps I can explain.
Oh, that's how they try to explain multiverse. They always make an analogy. Oh.
Okay, multiverse movies are like Swiss cheese.
Can't say I ever had Swiss cheese either.
It's just a bunch of holes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Still not following.
Oh, shut
I literally the video before this was Fate Stay Night on when Blade Works a bridge. So yeah.
Unless you're a Spider-Man movie, everyone seems to be sick of multiverses. And arguably the one that suffered the most from this was The Flash. The film was hyped up quite a bit.
So it was a movie?
Head of the DCEU, James Gunn. But the responses from critics, audiences, and
Wait, that's him,
especially the
isn't it?
box office was less than stellar. There's a lot of reasons people like to speculate why this film bombed
Zod.
as hard as it did. As for Miller's wanted poster of crimes, the constantly delayed production,
what?
the fact that a lot of these DCEU characters are on their way out. But what I've heard constantly is that people are just getting sick of multiverses. I guess
They are confusing.
This would be a rather short run, but maybe part of it's that it's a genre within a genre. Most multiverse movies are in the superhero
Who was
genre,
that?
which people are finally starting to lose interest in.
Is that a different
Not that superheroes are dead or anything.
universe?
But around 15 years of them really exploding in film.
I haven't seen
going
Dark
to
Knight.
decrease at some point.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
Where something like the Spider-Man movies combine crossovers that seem.
I haven't seen
to
that
make
movie either.
sense. The Flash combines a lot of things that sometimes go and other times feel like there's ulterior motives. I know this is loosely based on Flashpoint, but half the time it feels like it's either cashing in on past properties or setting up future ones. And again,
yeah, that
I'm
is kind
becoming
of
distracted by this strategy. I'm not gonna lie though, I like the film. Just enough. It's a mess, and I'm not surprised when somebody doesn't like it, but the stuff that works is unique enough and emotional.
So why is
enough
his running form
I'm
always like
glad I
that?
checked it out. I'm just
what
on
is
the
his
cusp of
name?
saying I don't think it works, but I think it pulls through. Like,
The actor's
by a
name.
hair. It's a lot to unpack, so let's take a look. This is...
Wait, what universe is he from?
I'm not, it just moved to the couch.
I'm still not following.
Don't worry, I'll walk you through.
Thank you.
The Flash.
What analogy
With
did you
Barry
use?
Allen, played by Ezra Miller, getting breakfast when he suddenly gets a call from Alfred, played again by Jeremy Irons.
Sorry, I'm
That
in
doesn't,
sort of a
I
rush
guess,
for the
change.
sandwich.
You can't rush a good sandwich dish.
Yeah, it can.
Like you can't rush a movie that's really gonna underperform.
Oh.
I confess the first time I watched this, I missed the title starting up until he's interrupted.
What?
And admitted so did you, because nobody saw this movie twice.
You actively eating that candy bar?
I need you here now, Barry.
Hi, Bruce. Yes.
He just needs to
I do like
eat
the idea
something
that the
because his
fastest man in the
metabolism.
world has issues making time for everything, which feeds even more into the time travel angle later. As he
Not
makes his
time
way
travel.
to
Gotham City. Hospital, 4
coming to know it,
miles.
Philly, Chicago, Detroit.
Barry,
Chicago, Troy.
Ruptured. In the basement.
Right.
He has to take over for Batman, played again by Ben Affleck. Played briefly
Ben
by
Affleck?
Black Widow.
What?
You can handle the hospital, Barry. Somebody has to save the rest of the world, so I was gonna do that.
Wow, I never thought I'd say this, but I miss the really fake-sounding Batman voice. I mean, okay, I guess it's not that bad compared to other Batman voices, and
Like what?
let's face it, this is
I
an impressive
haven't seen a Batman
game
movie,
demo.
so
Oh, I mean, look
Batman
at the real
game
Batman
demo.
doing all these real stunts.
My speed is lagging. Running on empty, Alfred.
The effects don't get much better as Barry has to save a bunch of falling
I mean,
babies
even
while
if
trying
he
to
runs
get
at
energy for
10%,
speed
it's still
because he hasn't
crazy.
eaten.
Seriously, slow. There's a baby.
This is a funny moment that cleverly shows the limitations of his power and how they work.
He's
but
gonna eat
I'm
super
sorry,
fast.
Were half these babies already microwaved before they were memed? The director famously tweeted some of the effects were meant to look weird, as he wanted things when he was in the speedy realm to look otherworldly. Okay, fair, but how do you explain moments not in the speedy realm?
Like what?
I'll admit I give superhero movies a little more leeway when it comes to effects, as I want them to look appealing as opposed to real. But
True.
unless you're a Polar Express character farting a scene from Food
What?
Fight, I don't think
Why?
you're gonna find this appealing.
You should seek the services
Yeah, it does
of a
remind-
mental health professional. The Justice
Mental-
League is not very good at that part yet.
No.
Trust me.
Yeah, why don't we just start a count of shirt-tugging moments reminding us of the real world Ezra Miller? Fire
what
the editor who said, yeah, leave that in.
Someone might
Right
say in the
after you
comments,
fire
I
most
might
of
have
your
forgotten.
effects team.
Oh no.
It looks like Batman needs a hand, but thankfully an old friend is there to help.
Where'd you come from?
I'm late.
I only
Didn't have to
appear
light a temple.
exclusively in cameos now. This, of course, leads to
Was that
some
movie that
classic
big of a deal?
oversharing whenever the lasso of truth is used.
I developed this all-powerful persona to compensate for my childhood trauma.
I too have childhood trauma. The lasso of truth never gets old.
Oh.
Hate to say it, but she's right. Those jokes usually work. Aw, shit. That in-tech scam finally caught up with Peter.
Just the way I can imagine she's alive.
Out there living her life.
Actually, that's Barry's father, Henry, played this time by Ron Livingston, who was wrongfully arrested for the murder of his wife, who was killed while he was out getting tomatoes. The footage Barry uncovers, though, doesn't show a clear shot of his face, even though he's wearing the same clothes the cops must have seen him in that day. What are the chances of someone else wearing the exact same thing there? I don't know, it's not enough, and this causes Barry to have a flashback to the last time he saw his mother.
And
Played
he
by
went
Mary
back in
Oliver.
time.
How many calculations can you think of with an answer of 24? There are a bajillion answers.
Not every problem has a solution. Sometimes you just have to let go.
Remember that if you ever go time traveling.
What?
She asks Henry to pick up tomatoes at the store, and while she's out,
I mean,
somebody
very
sneaks
good
in,
casting
thinking the place
by
is
the
empty, and
parents.
kills her.
Barry! Call 911 now!
That's right, Barry. 911 is outside.
So he ran
what
away.
Are you doing? He runs so fast.
The fact that he
just
came
the
to
sniper
that-
boots for a second and figures he can travel so fast he can go through time. And okay, as much flack as this scene gets for its effects, This is one of the most creative time travel sequences I've ever seen.
What? It's like a bunch of different
9
rings?
out of 10 times, it's a bright portal that just takes you to that place
But this
in
is
time, or the
multiple
footage
rings.
is rewound and fast forward. But we go into some Star Trek 4 territory here, where shit
Haven't
gets
seen Star
weird,
Trek.
distinct, yet does have a logic to it.
Is this supposed to be like
This
a
is an
tree
example of how
with
the
rings
effects
of
don't have to look
years?
real, they just have to look good. And the layout of this is so unique and so visually interesting, it's one of my favorite time traveling sequences ever. But because the Flash has never seen any movies, he doesn't get this is a bad idea.
You step on the wrong blade of grass, you have no idea what the consequences to that can be.
Do you know how many nipples I could be covered in?
Stop.
I can fix things.
You
I
shouldn't.
can also destroy everything.
Most likely, yeah.
DCEU joke or Ezra Miller joke?
There's nothing broken with you that needs to be fixed.
That's fair. Is it
Definitely
worse?
Ezra Miller joke. Seriously though, Affleck still does a good job for the short time he's on screen. And unlike Wonder Woman or later Aquaman, it makes
Aquaman's
sense
in
for
this
him
too?
to be here, as they do have a bit of a connection with their past.
DC must,
He'll meet up
like-
with another version of him later. Barry does try to have something.
Like, they have to pay these
personal
from,
life, though,
from
as an
these
old school
cameos,
friend
right? Or
appears
maybe they're in
to
the contract.
Be an old school friend that appears. Yeah, she doesn't do much in this.
This footage should have finally supported my dad's alibi. 3 lives ruined for a can of tomatoes.
Sounds like half the Thanksgivings in America. He gets the idea that if he puts the tomatoes in his mother's cart, it won't offset things too much and she'd still be alive.
No, that's
Great.
a major
So Tucker
difference.
Carlson feels like he can buy drinks for the M&Ms again.
What?
See you soon.
He puts the tomatoes in the cart, but on
And
his way
then-
back, Dickless Doomsday arrives and pushes him into
Oh?
a different point in time.
Why is
His
Doomsday
mother is still
appear?
alive, his father isn't in jail, and an unsufferable version of him roams the streets.
Think about having a mushroom flashback? Is that a thing?
How old are you?
Oh. Well,
Okay, so there's 2 big takeaways from their
Okay.
interactions.
I think
One
I
is
just
for
figured out what
relation to the
happened.
effects, the 2 berries interacting are spectacular. Really think about the fact that all these scenes had to be shot twice, and both the acting and the effects never make you question it. It's not like there's only a few scenes where they're together either. There's a
They can just
ton,
cast somebody
and
that
I
had a
almost
twin.
never question the legitimacy of it. It really looks like they're interacting with each other. It's like if Multiplicity didn't have awkward effects they were trying to show off, but then a bad effect like Jar Jar was distractingly on screen. Bottom line, these moments deserve a lot of technical praise. The second thing to take away, though, young Barry's the worst.
Mom! Broski?
Powers?
I get what
Why
they're
is-
doing, like, if you
in the
see your
cushions,
younger
what-
self, you're gonna be more annoying than you remember, but
That's true.
young Barry
That's a little
is way
crazy.
too stupid.
Yeah.
He has a laugh like Mozart's snowballing Elmer Fudd.
Myself.
His whole character is that
What?
laughing guy from the opening of Fifth Element.
I could drug you, and then you'd pass out, you'd wake up, and you'd forget that anything ever happened, and it wouldn't be wrong, right?
It
That
keeps
said,
getting
time
worse.
travel is a surprisingly good way to make this an origin story, as old Barry has to make sure young Barry gets his power so he can still save people, which involves him getting struck by lightning in a lab. We see a cool effect where his cells can vibrate so fast they can go through walls,
What?
which plays very little into this story, but screw you. I think
Yeah,
it's
I think
cool.
Death Battle
And the
talked about
lightning
that.
goes through both of them, causing young Barry to get powers and old Barry to lose his tooth. That is
What? Wait, he lost his powers? Wait, what? Dude, his running
Why did
form.
nobody tell me I look like a drunk T-1000 ice skating? Young Barry, of course, loves his new powers, but
course he
doesn't
does.
know his limitations yet.
Oh, that's...
What did you do?
Are we always this sleepy, and hungry, and naked?
I mean, you're in college, so yeah.
Yeah?
It turns out this was around the time when General Zod, played with passing interest by Michael Shannon, invades the planet
Okay.
looking for Superman.
Of course.
My name is General Zod.
Can't tell if TV static or just normal CGI character in this movie.
Oh.
Barry
Yeah,
remembers
well.
saving his first civilian around this time.
Couldn't get his dad.
Oh, right in front of him. That's
That
bad.
was all I could do. Just save that one kid.
But wait, you never actually saved anyone before. I'm just
Wait, when
assuming
did he
they're
say-
going with the Snyder version? He finds out from his roommates, who just love Warner Brothers stuff.
Oh,
His universe has been greatly altered, and there's
Wait,
no
who-
superhumans
what was
but
that?
himself.
Football.
This leads to some good laughs when he's trying to find the Justice League.
Hello.
Hello, Thomas Curry?
Yes.
And your wife is the Queen of Atlantis?
Huh?
Very funny, asshole.
Wait,
Wait.
did Star Wars show take over like half of your Star Wars show? They do find out there's a Batman, though, who I guess just leaves his mansion open. Dude, you
I mean, who would go pick a fight with Batman?
Power here. And they stumble across this world's version of Bruce Wayne, played by Michael Keaton.
Who the hell are you?
The guy who lives here.
Oh, Michael Keaton.
Now,
Yeah,
I do
that's
like
his
seeing
name.
Michael Keaton back, but I will admit, I don't think this is the same as the Burton version. There are similarities, but there's a few
there's
too
been
many
a lot
things
of
that don't
Batmans.
quite add up. Zod exists in this universe. Batman's not needed anymore because this Gotham City is too safe. This is how 89 Batman paints. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. There's a good callback to Barry and Bruce's first introduction that's then ruined by this joke.
Wait, he's Batman? Bruce Wayne is Batman?
Oh,
it's like the Snyder Flash talking with the Whedon Flash. Just waiting for him to erupt into a routine about brunch.
What is brunch?
Tropes. The old bitter
Brunch is
hero
great.
explaining how time travel doesn't work.
Yep, there we go with
mentioned,
this.
an analogy for the multiverse.
And spaghetti.
Present, new, future.
Yeah.
Time doesn't work like that.
How do you know? You haven't done it.
Hey, smart.
What did happen in between these two movies?
Fair.
The multiverse. Some strands run almost parallel. There will be inevitable intersections.
I actually do like him using the spaghetti to explain the multiverse, and I especially like the tomatoes is what screws everything up.
But it is.
Because that's what changed
I'm not sure if
everything.
that's intentional or not.
Because he
of course, Bruce
saved his
doesn't
mom.
want to help because that's just how these bitter old hero stories have to go now.
Will you help us?
Pass.
Pass.
Let me know when you need Birdman, though. That might still have some Oscar bait on it.
Birdman?
Who's there? I got you. Who is that? We got you. Oh god, what's going on?
What?
Stitch Fix got you. How haven't we got? Wait, what? Stitch Fix just gets you, which makes getting great style so easy. They do all the work, so you have the time to focus on all the other things on your plate. I'm sorry, is this a kidnapping? Or... So check it out. Like, you know how shopping can be really annoying and stuff? Well, you just go on your website and you take kind of this quiz and like they just ask you some questions. And it's like, is this your style? And you're like, no, well that one kind of is.
Okay,
and
they're
really
very
quickly they figure out
similar.
what your style is, and like that's really neat.
Like,
you
it's
know?
almost like
And then
they're
they
showing their
send you
own
these different
products.
clothes to choose from,
It's actually
and
really
you only
cool.
keep the ones that you like. Oh, that is convenient. Think of them as your style.
I really wish
partners.
websites
Your
would like
stylists will learn
let
your
you
taste and
give them
collaborate with
feedback.
you on
Like,
what you'll love.
if
With
there's
your
a shirt
choices
that you
in
like,
mind
but you
and a
just wish
wide
you
range
changed
of
one thing.
sizes available, they'll find your perfect fit and send you clothes handpicked just for you. Oh my god, so nice. They have over 1,000 brands and styles and do the work of choosing the best options for you. They'll even show you how to wear head-to-toe outfits.
That's actually
so
kind
you
of
can
solving
just
a
get
real
dressed
problem.
and go. I like
But
getting
not
dressed
like,
and go. If you
it's not like
love
a
something,
major
just
problem,
send it
but
back.
it's a
Shipping,
solution.
returns and exchanges are always free.
I like to say a special offer if that's okay.
It is okay.
Okay, thanks Stitch Fix. They just get me. And they'll get you too. Don't do that, doesn't help. Try today at
Yeah, all my clothes recently have just been golf
nostalgia,
stuff.
and you'll get 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. That's StitchFix.com
When you keep everything in your
/nostalgia.
fix.
Once again, that's
What is that?
StitchFix.com/nostalgia.
Thank you, creepy voice.
You're welcome.
And then
Now
Chime.
give me your money. Oh Lord, I knew there was more to this. It's okay, you have Chime.
Oh, that is okay. Wait, kind of. What's happening?
A little extra
What's
money helps
happening?
everyone live their best lives, and Chime's online checking account is here to help you live yours.
Well, at first I was afraid, but now I feel nice.
It is nice. With Chime's online checking account, you can enjoy lots of perks like fee-free overdrafts up to $200.
I
You can even get
never
paid up
used
to
Chime
2 days
personally.
early with direct deposit.
How about that?
Can't really
No more pesky
speak too
overdraft
much on that
fees and
one.
no impact on your credit score to apply.
Tell me more, person I used to be terrified of.
Clearly, with a qualifying direct deposit, you can get access to your money sooner. Overdraft up to $200 without fees with SpotMe. Just set up a qualifying direct deposit, sign up for SpotMe, and Chime will spot you up to your limit when you make a purchase that exceeds your balance.
Can I ditch the monthly
You
fees?
bet heck you can.
Wow.
Chime has no monthly minimum balance or overdraft fees. Access
I mean, they gotta pay the bills
60,000+
somehow.
fee-free ATM.
This came
That's
out
more
like
than the top
what,
3 national
November?
banks combined.
October,
Easily
November?
find one near you
I mean,
with the
average
Chime
were great.
app.
Can I send and receive money?
Jinx, oh my god! Pay friends through Chime no matter what bank account they use and cash out your money fee-free.
I bet signing up for Chime takes minutes, and I should join the millions of
Minutes.
other Chime members and sign up
How do you know
today.
those millions?
Great, you're great.
You're great.
You're right. Get started at chime.com/nostalgia. That's chime.com/nostalgia.
Oh, may
Yes,
I?
you can say the fast stuff in a silly voice.
Thank you.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a
'Cause
bank.
it's
Banking
sped up.
services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank, NA or Tribank, NA members FDIC. Eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Access to the direct deposits up to 2 days early depends on the timing of the submission of the payment file from the payer.
Makes
At a network
sense,
ATM,
yeah.
Withdrawal fees may apply.
This was fun. You're fun. Can I go now?
No, you're here forever.
Oh no. It's like what, Krampus with the snow globe things? Yikes.
Doug plays God of War for the first
I
time every Friday.
Need to get a PlayStation so I can play
Content 5 days
what,
a week.
Uncharted, God of
See you
War. What other PlayStation exclusives do I need to play? Man, I still need to get through Xbox exclusives. I also need to play Metal Gear Solid.
The Batcomputer, the Batmobile,
or
and
just Metal Gear.
Joker's laughing box. Wow, neat. I don't care. And old Barry tells young Barry he should appreciate what he has after comparing him to his mother.
Sorry, Mom. Shut up. You have no idea how lucky you are. You take everything for granted. You don't even appreciate.
Just play.
Yep.
You know you're waiting for it.
Oh God.
Barry wins Bruce over pretty fast when he says one of the inevitable cross sections is every Bruce has an Alfred.
Inevitable intersections are something none of the theories could have anticipated, because how do you explain that except for fate?
I know I should feel something here, but all
works?
I'm thinking now is, what if Keaton is this universe's Alfred? Like, Batman died and Alfred laid low, and then he just told these two people who broke in that he's Batman? Dude, that's
that
the
would be
version
cool.
I'm telling myself this is. Because I'll be honest, it's a little better than what we got.
Oh.
After Bruce goes to his Batsuits not in the Batcave.
Why?
Sounds like a waste of a trip, but I don't know. I guess you can't have too many. He shows up in the cape and cowl,
And everything just works fine. Nothing had to be, nothing. There was no maintenance done for any of that.
It looks weird. I think Keaton is killing it as Bruce Wayne, but when he has to put on that outfit at 71 years old,
71?
especially in a movie that doesn't shoot him in the way that outfit is supposed to be shot, it looks
like in
pretty
dark,
silly.
yeah.
Sometimes from a distance it looks alright, like when they go to Russia to locate a supposedly captured Superman to take on Zod.
Wait a minute. Why was Superman in Russia?
Why do I have skin? Do chickens know they're delicious? Am I Batman too?
This might hurt.
Agreed, this CGI fight is going to be painful to watch. As you'd imagine, the fighting doesn't look that great. It kind of looks
so
like
dark.
Pixar presents Injustice. But it gets a little fun when they discover it's not Superman they captured, but rather Supergirl. Played by Sasha Kal-El.
Oh? Okay. Why are they all...
Again, the effects
what do
don't
they
look
expect
real
to
here,
happen?
but they are fun, leading to some creative camera work and some cool moves. Once she takes them all out, they get her back to the manor, where we get, in my opinion, the most Batman scene from Keaton.
What is... 71-year-old Batman's wild.
Didn't that just feel like Batman for a second? He doesn't even have the mask on, but something about the way he looked at himself, like he didn't miss this, but he also kind of did at the same time.
I mean,
it's a brief
I don't really
moment, but it
understand
really
what looks like Batman.
To this planet looking for a safe place to live, and they put me in a cage.
A lot of humans are dicks.
Supergirl is nursed back to health, and despite not being much of a character on the written
because
page, I think the acting and cool costume do give her a good identity. She's not amazing or anything, but I wouldn't mind seeing more of her in another film.
But I'm not a human.
Are they gonna make that happen at some point? I don't know. Maybe they're just testing waters.
To humanity and takes off. We get a nice talk between Bruce and Barry that once again shows, despite his awkwardness in the Batsuit, Keaton has Bruce Wayne down perfect. In another timeline, I could see these two working in a Batman Beyond type universe.
Oh, that would be sick.
Putting on a cape and fighting crime would bring my parents back. You actually did it.
You brought my parents back.
No, Bruce, I didn't.
Can you take me to my mommy?
Wait a minute. What if we just completely unravel everything?
His powers, just as Supergirl has a
What if we go back and say Batman's parents? What would happen? What would that timeline look like?
Again, to their credit, they do a good job visually showing why she wants to help as they recreate him saving her with her saving him.
I got you.
I've got you.
And there is a good talk about how she was sent to protect Kal-El. But since his craft didn't make it, saving these lives...
Oh, wait, so she's not this universe's Superman?
Krypton was a beautiful
Oh.
place.
Okay.
We are people of hope, not war.
We're also people of better green screen keying, but these effects are part of the course by now.
I mean,
Course,
it's not
Bruce,
that
if
crucial.
he's interested in joining
I suppose.
You in?
It doesn't ruin the scene.
Let's get
I retract my statement. The world's not worth that forced callback. Young Barry alters the Batsuit to look like a Flash suit, which is pretty funny. They make their way to the desert to take on Zod, and... you know, screw it. I think this fight's pretty fun.
Fun?
The Batwing can do some cool tricks. Having two Flashes run around looks pretty awesome. And what's this? A super person saving people? Well, this certainly isn't the
did she put them in danger?
Universe. True, a lot of it looks like the climax to Sonic 2, but I didn't
I
care that
haven't
looked like
seen
a cartoon because
a Sonic
it was
movie.
colorful and creative, and I think the same rules apply here. Also, it does a great impression
But also-
of current Warner Brothers.
Come on.
Aren't Kryptonians also really fast?
Let's go party?
When Supergirl discovers it's her blood Zod needs to whatever dumb plot Man of Steel had again, she tries to take him out, discovering Kal-El was killed by...
Is that a callback with the laser eyes for him? Oh!
Stop Wile E. Coyoteing me. Supergirl was killed, as does Batman. Not that you could tell.
Like into a cliff or the floor or whatever.
No! The hell was that?
Just no.
That's not watching a friend die. That's answering across the street. Hey Barry, you want a taco from this food truck?
No.
Got it.
That's.
It's a no.
Yeah.
Young Barry says, wait a minute, I got all the time I want, I got a time machine, and decides
That's a
to turn
DeLorean.
time back to do it again.
I like how I can recognize a car based off of the window.
I mean, they saved the day.
We can't bring you back, can we?
You already did.
Tell your obnoxious other you were right about me. Young Barry keeps trying to go back to fix things, but no matter what, the world is doomed to fail. We even discover the creature that pushed Barry out of the time loop was young Barry spending years trying to fix the past.
Oh.
I've got it almost figured out.
How long?
He's been trapped there.
Doing this.
Long time.
Time is inconsequential.
So on the one hand, I like Barry as ultimately the villain, as I feel like we've been learning to both love and
He's trying to
hate
stop
him
himself.
over these movies, so it does feel appropriate. I also like it cuts to the little boy and father from before, as if to indicate by trying to change the past where at least one of them lives, now they both die.
Oh.
But it is odd watching this world and characters you've gotten to know just crumble or straight up disappear.
But because it's multiverse, it can. It's
the
like
lesson more. And yeah, sure,
not,
fair enough.
there's like no consequences
Except
to
later
the main
they
story.
show that going back in time does fix some things, so it's all over the map. But heck with that, it's time to go into the cameoverse.
The
As Barry's
cameoverse?
actions
What?
are destroying other dimensions. Some of these cameos, I'm sad to say,
What is that cameo
are
of?
ruined by the bad effects. Christopher Reeve and Helen Slater look like those 3D printed sculptures you can get of yourself at the mall.
You can get those at the
That's not
mall?
enough to ruin this goddamn cameo.
That's Nicolas Cage,
As
isn't
we
it?
all know, is an always functioning special effect, even when he's malfunctioning.
Did that actually happen? Nicolas Cage was actually Superman, right? Like there was at least one time,
The
right?
original bomb you were in, you son of a bitch.
Hey, I remember that movie.
Multiverse. Does that suddenly mean it makes it good?
I still haven't seen
Put
Across the
together, Barry
Spider-Verse.
finally decides to go back and remove the tomatoes, meaning his mother will once again be murdered.
No, I'm just a random lady in a store. I don't want to hack.
Sure. Does she not like recognize him as like?
And I'll just say it. This is the scene that saved the movie for me.
Yeah, going
Millie's
back
acting,
to hug
the
his mom.
dialogue, and even lack of dialogue make this a really powerful.
Does she like, you look familiar?
Sometimes it's a bit on the nose, but the acting from these two feels so genuine and loving. Even though in the scene they care about each other in different ways they're not even fully aware of yet.
Your mom must be grateful you came to visit her.
Oh, well.
She's very lucky to have you.
Oh, wow, that's the right thing to say there.
His speed to put the tomatoes back, but then he takes the time to embrace a literal frozen moment
Also,
in time.
I loved you first.
That's
when
tough
I got to this point, I finally
to
said,
undo it
okay,
like that.
I'm recommending this because this is a moment people really shouldn't miss. When he goes back, everything looks exactly how it was, and Barry learns his lesson. He can't change the past. Except he totally did. Yeah,
He got his dad to look up.
when he gets the tomatoes, so it's good that he did all this. I
So,
don't know.
does it-
At least we'll
does
find
that
out
not
in the sequel.
change anything?
The killer is some things we just need to let go.
Historic?
Hey, remember why Superman works alone?
Bruce.
I'm pulling up now.
Okay. Wait, is that
You're
George
not
Clooney as Batman?
What's wrong with you?
Why does
Yeah,
he
I was
fall?
in this, so it counts. Shut up.
That's all, folks.
And that was The Flash. Not gonna lie, I'd totally be on board if he fought him next.
Yeah, I mean, at this point.
Like I said, I'm not shocked when somebody doesn't
Well, I don't.
like this
Is
film.
Ezra
It
Miller
is,
gonna
how
be the
Keaton
Flash
put it,
again, or is that?
But for the creative moments, the heartfelt moments, the few comedic moments, the many well-acted moments, and the moments when the effects are legitimately good or visually dazzling,
I wonder why
do
they didn't go
enjoy it.
too crazy with
I can
effects
understand when
sometimes.
somebody says the
you know?
bad moments take them out of it and they can't have a good time.
Like, it's
I think
like,
some of that is going
they
to
must have been
depend
the theme
on how
or
much
the idea.
leeway you give a superhero movie,
I don't know who directed
which does
this.
vary from person to person. I don't know a lot about The Flash, but I do know there was a lot of cool stuff in this movie, even if a lot of it has gotten to way too late. I can't say it works great, but for me, it works just well enough. Plus,
Two Flashes is
I
pretty
don't know,
cool.
there's just something that feels less special when you know there's a ton of different versions of the character. I'm a nostalgia critic.
Well, you mean
guys,
like they're
remember?
spare? Okay, well.
Did you hear something?
No.
Well.
Okay, well.
That was.
Oh, that's not good. Somebody.
Still not following.
Oh, well, somebody changed something.
That means I'm.
Well, What are you? The fly. Yep.
Poor fly.
Why? Oh no. Somebody went back in the past and moved a chair.
Not blowing up the Earth. That'd be weird.
Broski.
Broski. Okay.
This month for Campus for Charity, we're doing Red Cross.
Red Cross.
We've been seeing
Just
a lot of
the Red
disasters in
Cross.
nature recently, and Red Cross
This was
specializes in
7
trying
months
to help
ago?
any way they can.
What happened?
Whether it's providing blood.
Oh yeah, Hawaii. That did happen.
Near
yeah.
or far with disasters, big or small. Red Cross
What else
provides a
happened?
number of different ways
there hasn't been
to
like
save lives. So if you
when's
want
the
to
last time we had like a
saying happy
terrible
birthday or good
major
luck or
hurricane hit
whatever,
the United
click on
States?
the link below and be giving to a
I
good
don't know.
cause. Or if you're like, screw you, I can't even look at you. Now consider giving to this organization anyway.
I've gotten 2 cameos.
Money, give
Would
blood,
highly
or even
recommend it.
volunteer.
They are
Some
hilarious.
people that
I put them in
save
videos.
lives, and you can help them out. Click on the link and see if this is a cause you can give to.
Alright, so this was a Flash. Let me know what you thought about this Flash movie if you did watch it. Old School Marge. Yeah, no, that's a... Oh yeah, Batman Beyond... Bat-May. Wait, he's doing Bat-May? Also, I'm guessing that was the original thumbnail. I'm guessing. I have no idea. Now, the thumbnail makes sense somehow because it's a multiverse, him time traveling and doing all that. Is that just like the Flash's thing? It's like... everybody's like, oh, we don't care about the Flash, he's just fast, which I'm guessing to people that aren't me just find that maybe like he's a one-trick pony kind of deal, but they're like, he's so fast he can time travel, and they're like, we can work with that. Let's do a bunch of cameos, so then the people that have seen the other movies that have had, you know, like Michael Keaton as Batman, that want to see him as Batman again, gets in negotiate, because they get to kind of like see a character play, or an actor play a character that they liked. Maybe, or maybe they're just like testing the waters with like, you know, a Supergirl. That's an actor, and Nicolas Cage is in this as Superman. That is certainly something. But I look forward to the next Nostalgia Creek video. It'll be out next Monday. Patrons get a day early. Let me know what that should be based off the comments down below. If you see one you agree with, definitely like it as well, because I'll definitely read those before I jump into the next video. But I hope you have a wonderful rest today. I hope I made it 10 a little better. But until the next video, take care and keep the music.